Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we're going to be discussing the 1974 film, The Great Gatsby, starring Robert Redford, Sam Worthington, Mia Farrow, and that's not Henry Fonda, but it's Peter Fonda. And of course, this is a movie that I know that there was a remake with Tobey Maguire and Leonardo DiCaprio, but I'm not reviewing the remake because I haven't seen the remake. I mean, what is that interest in seeing the remake? But it's the original one that is what I'm reviewing of The Great Gatsby, which of course is based on a famous novel by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Of course, the 1974 version was the definitive version of the story, and with of course Robert Redford in the title role as Jay Gatsby, with Mia Farrow playing his old love interest, Daisy, and Peter Fonda playing her husband, and Sam Worthington playing Daisy's cousin Nick, who lives next door to Gatsby. Of course, this movie is 2.5 hours long. It is long. By today's anything more than an hour and a half is long by today's standards. But the movie is kind of slow. It's a slow-paced film. It's about a guy, and this mysterious guy named Jay Gatsby who lives next door out on Long Island. I think nowadays would be considered like the Hamptons. Today where all the rich nooks live, and Sam Watson's character got like this little house that happens to be next door to Gatsby, and he sees like almost every night, at least a couple of nights a week, Gatsby has a big party on his house, on his grounds, and Nick, the Sam Watson character, sees it every night. It's they feel like he was a part of it because he sees everything that goes on. He's right across the way from it, and his cousin's name is Daisy, and her husband Peter Fonda, was visiting them, and then Nick gets an invitation to go to one of Gatsby's parties, and finally meets Gatsby. And somehow, you don't know how Gatsby found out about this, but he found out who Nick's cousin was, which was his whole girlfriend. Invites him over for tea to see his old girlfriend. And of course, she recognizes him, or remembers him, and they started a romance, and started an affair. And meanwhile, all this was going on, Daisy's husband, the Peter Fonda character, he has an affair with the wife of the local garage mechanic. And of course, naturally it's okay for him to fool around, but it's not okay for the wife to renew her affair with Gatsby. And of course, Nick knows all this stuff that's going on, and doesn't tell the husband about it, or Daisy's husband is about it, because Nick knows that Peter Fonda has been fooling around with the wife of the garage mechanic. So Nick pretty much keeps his mouth shut. And of course, on one particular night, Gatsby was they had a big excursion into Manhattan, in the Plaza Hotel in Manhattan. And on the way back, they drove separate cars. All these 5 characters were in separate cars, and Gatsby was driving Daisy home. And on the way home, they go past this, go past the gas station, and the wife of the owner of the gas station was trying to get their attention and tell him something, or at least tell Daisy's husband something. And she ran on the street and gets run over by Gatsby's car. And Gatsby decides to take the blame for it. But meanwhile, it wasn't Gatsby was driving, Daisy was the one who was driving. So he was covering up for her. And then he found out, and that the husband found out who owned the car, eventually. But what happened was he confronts, the gas station owner found out that Peter Fonda was having an affair with his wife, And he says, "Did you run my wife over?" I said, "No, but I know who owns the car." He said, "Who owns the car?" It's this guy Gatsby. So Peter finally told where Gatsby lives, and Gatsby ends up getting killed by the gas station owner. Later on, took his gun on himself and blew his brains out, literally. And of course, Nick, the Watson character, figures all this stuff out that Peter Fonda told the gas house owner or the gas station owner what's going on, and Peter Fonda says, "Look, if I didn't tell him that was Gatsby was driving, I didn't like Gatsby was one who was driving the car and killed his wife. And if I didn't tell him, he would have killed me. So I saved my ass. I told him about Gatsby and killed Gatsby." And he says, "You son of a..." And of course Nick hates him for it. Now he doesn't have anything to do with Daisy anymore, because now she's stuck staying in this marriage with her crappy husband. And even though she had a feeling that she had a hand in killing Gatsby. When Gatsby was, this real big mysterious character, and of course with him being killed like this in such a mysterious, such an obvious way, like a murder-suicide thing, naturally people were upset that this guy was killing this man. And of course Nick was upset that his neighbor and friend, who he was beginning to like, have a friendship with, gets killed like this, and now he doesn't have anything to do with Daisy or a stupid husband, and they were moving out of the state, moving out of the country, and Nick says, "Okay, don't ever bother me again," which is what they want to do is to stop all this nonsense. And he didn't want to have anything to do with him because of what happened, and who could blame him, right? And that's pretty much how the story goes. But fortunately, like I said, the story is, even though I read the book in high school, and I finally, after over 30 years, finally got to see this movie. The movie is very slow paced. Now, of course, I can't compare it to the remake. I haven't seen the remake, because I wanted to see the original one first before I even had a chance to watch the remake. But the remake is not. Actually, I'm not that into it because I'm not a big Leonardo DiCaprio fan. And with him playing Gatsby, I think it was like a little too young looking to play Gatsby. Redford, of course, naturally didn't age well over the years, but he looked like the right age to play Gatsby. At the time the original film came out, it looked like he was at the right age for it. But DiCaprio, he's in his 40s now, but to me, he's still too young looking to play the part of Gatsby, in my opinion. So, but that's why I didn't review it. Of course, I do have fond memories of the story, The Great Gatsby, because like you just said, I read it in high school. And the funny thing is that summer, after I read The Great Gatsby, the movie Back to School came out with Rodney Dangerfield, which I previously reviewed. So if you haven't seen it, please check out my review of Back to School. And there was a scene in that movie that I busted out laughing because it had the line The Great Gatsby. Sally Kelman, playing the English professor, and said, "Today we're going to be discussing the book The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald." And said, "Oh God, they're going to have this scene and they're going to have a scene talking about The Great Gatsby. Oh God!" And I said, "Oh," and my father goes, "Oh yeah, you just read the book, right?" I said, "Yeah, that's what I'm complaining about. I just read it." And of course, Sally Kelman asks Ronnie, "How do you characterize The Great Gatsby?" Of course, Ronnie says, "Well, The Great Gatsby, he was great. Right? I always remember calling Great Gatsby before the great, right?" And of course, the whole class busts out laughing, and Sally Kelman says to him, "See me after class." And everybody goes, "Ooh," But anyway, that's why I have fond memories of The Great Gatsby, because I read the book, saw the line in Back to School, and then of course I always wanted to see the movie But it took me all the time to watch this. I keep watching movies of a book I read in high school. I mean, did it once, but they haven't done it, and I'm going to keep doing it all the time. But to see The Great Gatsby, it's really, really fun to, just because I read the book. That's the only reason why. But it is a slow paced movie, but at least I got to see it. And I also got to see Sam Waterston with dark hair. So I grew up watching with Law and Order, and it's fun. And to me, he always had like gray hair, and to see him completely dark and a young-looking guy, I mean, it was fun to see him 40 years younger. But and I know this was Sam Waterston's first movie or not, but I thought he did a pretty damn good job in this movie. And of course, Mira Farrow plays before she gets involved with Woody Allen, the pervert Woody Allen. She also did a good job in this film. I think all the acting was good. But like I said earlier, the movie is very, very slow paced. But that's my review of the 1974 version of The Great Gatsby. Please click on the video, feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all these videos on my YouTube channel at RowdyC.com. It's all WDY. C.com. That's the homepage of the Rowdy Reviewer. If you need more, please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.